Was Cassie an unwilling victim of Diddy's perverse sexual universe? Or was she just a hyper-promiscuous party girl trying to spin her freak-off past into victimhood? Disclaimer, the views expressed in this video are my personal opinions for entertainment purposes only. Okay, now let's get back into some Cassie testimony. You know, the Academy really should have been handing out some Oscars in that courtroom, I tell you what. Over her hours of testimony during the week, Cassie said she was ashamed and loathed taking part in hundreds of the freak-offs.
Oh my God!
Wait a minute, how many was that? Hundreds of the freak-offs. Okay, wait a minute, one more time. Was it like a few? Hundreds. Oh shit, of the freak-offs, which could go on for days. Imagine the smell. Why the fuck didn't she leave? But she said she felt compelled because Combs threatened her with violence and was physically abusive a lot during the encounters. And yet she stayed in an 11-year on-again, off-again relationship with Diddy. I'm sorry, I'm having a bit of trouble understanding her victimhood in this. He also threatened to publicly release sex videos of her if she made him angry, she said. So she allowed herself to be filmed.
Bruh.
Not a lot of common sense being exercised here. You know, that this is a cautionary tale for women of what not to do. Combs' lawyers, however, have sought to portray her as an eager participant, and in my personal opinion, I think she was an eager participant. On Thursday and Friday, they had Cassie read text and emails in which she expressed willingness to engage in the encounters. In a 2012 exchange, Combs told Cassie he wanted to F.O. one last time tonight, using initials for freak off. Cassie replied, "What?"
Oh!
Combs said, "You can't read?" Then Cassie replied, "I don't want to freak off for the last time.
Hey.
I want it to be the first time for the rest of our lives." What kind of fucked up soap opera is this? Combs' lawyer Anna Esteval ended her questioning there, but prosecutor Emily Johnson had Cassie read more messages for context. "I want to see you, but I'm emotional right now," Cassie wrote. "I don't want to do one last time.
Okay.
I'd rather not do it at all." That's very wishy-washy. I'd rather not do it at all. That's not expressly saying no. Like, I'd rather not do it at all. You say, I'm not doing these freak-offs anymore. Cassie testified she was initially open to the encounters because she wanted to make Combs happy and spend time with him, but grew weary as the years went on. That's interesting. Okay, now look, I don't think I'm out of line in my interpretation of this. I think Cassie was a very promiscuous woman during her relationship with Diddy. I mean, let me read that again. Cassie testified she was initially open to the encounters because she wanted to make Combs happy and spend time with him, but grew weary as the years went on. Well, there you go. I mean, she was a consensual, eager freak-off participant.
Hey.
But grew weary as the years went on. Let me break that part down. See, what happened was she developed freak-off fatigue. You know, when she first came into the league as a rookie, she was gung-ho, dicks galore. But as the years were passing by, limited playoff success and no championship appearances, you know, you get around season 9 or 10, that freak-off fatigue hits, and all the miles put on that cooter were starting to catch up. Cassie's testimony ended with another disclosure. She said she recently reached an estimated $10 million settlement with the Intercontinental Hotel in Los Angeles, where a security camera in 2016 recorded Combs hitting, okay, you know, that whole incident. Okay, now, why the hell is the hotel paying her? Honestly, I mean, the hotel is not at fault. I mean, it's not the hotel's job to intervene in domestic disputes. Yes, they can call the police, but according to testimony from one of the hotel security guards who arrived at the scene, he asked Cassie if she wanted police help, and she declined, saying she just wanted to leave. So the suing business has proven to be very profitable to the freak-off veteran. I mean, this is $10 million on top of the $20 million she got in the Diddy settlement. She's set for life. She doesn't have to revive that failed singing career of hers.
Just me and you.
After that incident, Cassie texted Combs saying, "I'm not a rag doll, I'm somebody's child." And yet she stayed with him for 2 more years after that. You know, folks, there's a lesson here. Don't bitch and moan to your abusive partner. You just leave. Don't stay like a dumbass. Cassie, whose legal name is Cassandra Ventura, also told Combs in a text that he was out of control from drugs and alcohol that day. I mean, yeah, drugs and alcohol can do that to you. I'm not excusing his behavior, but substances definitely do not help matters. Yet, days later, according to texts read at the trial, she and Combs were expressing love for each other. Yep, there you go, folks. I mean, it's the classic back and forth relationship. For those of you who have seen these kinds of relationships, you already know the deal. They fight, verbal and physical, maybe break up briefly and get right back together, and it repeats over and over again, to the point where, as a spectator, you just roll your eyes and say, you know what, I'm done. I'm not getting involved. I guess you'll leave when you decided you've had enough. We need a different vibe from Friday, she wrote. A different vibe. A different vibe. This is Cassie referencing that hotel incident. See, folks, as shocking as this is, that was just part of the normal ebb and flow of the Cassie-Diddy relationship. You know, the average person looks at that hotel video and is, understandably shocked and appalled, and logically they're thinking, well, damn, that had to have been the end of their relationship, right? I mean, there is absolutely no way Cassie went back to him after that, right? And wrong. She stayed with him for 2 more years because that's what women who are drawn to these toxic relationships do. A woman who repeatedly goes back to an abusive guy, you start to ask, is she really a victim or a volunteer?